And here we go. We have some more breaking news coming out of Minnesota. The Vikings are adding yet another edge rusher, this time for some depth behind Jonathan Grenard. Now, according to Jordan Schultz, just a couple of hours ago, or maybe like a day ago, he's tweeted, free agent linebacker Jihad Ward is visiting the Vikings. Ward comes off a career-best 5-sack season for the Giants, and we'll see if he signs. Well, yes, today, a couple of hours ago, maybe even a couple of minutes ago, right, Jordan Schultz tweets out, the Vikings have now signed Jihad Ward. So it has become official. He's going to the Vikings in another underrated signing, and the Vikings are doing a really good job bringing in these underrated guys that will come in and help out right away. Now, in this video, we're going to break down everything you need to know about Jihad Ward and what he brings to this Vikings team. However, before we jump into the video, do me a favor and give me a letter grade down below on the Vikings offseason so far, and what do you think they need to do next? What position should they target? Also, subscribe if you're new. I have a big video coming out today regarding the Minnesota Vikings and JJ McCarthy. You guys are going to want that video, and if you guys do, if you get this video up to 300 likes, I will drop the JJ McCarthy Minnesota Vikings huge breakdown today. Now, with that being said, let's get right into the video. Now, as we see here, the Vikings have done such a good job adding guys to this defense. And their defense, quite frankly, last season, if we go to their stats, look over to the right side here. Let me exit out of this, right? They were pretty decent, right? 12 in points allowed per game. Like, there were some areas they needed to improve on, especially getting to the quarterback, ranking number 21 in sack percentage, but obviously needed to improve in getting to the quarterback. So what we see here is they add a brand new starting defensive tackle. They had a brand new edge rusher who will be a day one starter here, Jonathan Grenard. You had Jonah Williams. You had Jihad Ward. They have completely rebuilt this front four, from the jump. Now, Jihad Ward is not going to be a day one starter. Let's break down some of his stats over his long career. Now, he is 29 years old, 6'5", 287 pounds, former second-round pick out of Illinois to the Raiders, right? But since he's came into the league, right, he has really started to pick it up in 2020 with the Baltimore Ravens, getting 3 sacks, ended up going to Jacksonville, got 2 sacks, 3 sacks in New York for the Giants, and then last season, probably one of his best seasons yet, 24 total tackles, 16 solo, 5 sacks, a forced fumble, a fumble recovery as well. The man has been really, really productive when he's on the field. Now, the good thing about Jihad Ward, he doesn't have a big ego. He doesn't need to step in to be a day one starter. But again, what he adds is a veteran leader off the bench, a guy who will come in, be someone who doesn't need to start, but also can give you the spark off the bench when Jonathan Grenard needs a break, or not even just Jonathan Grenard, or Andrew Van Ginkel as well. So you're getting a guy who will be your number 3. He's going to come off the bench, and he's going to be a spark plug, a guy who doesn't need to start right away, and that is huge in the NFL. Another thing about Jihad Ward I love, the man just loves football. Again, you try to find these guys in the NFL that rather than just wanting the money, wanting the fame, they want to play football. Jihad Ward is the absolute definition of a football player. All he cares about is winning games and doing whatever it takes to win. So I think Jihad Ward is the perfect fit as a backup linebacker for this Vikings team, who obviously in a 3-4 defense, you need edge pressure and you need it at a high level. This guy right here is going to give it to you when he's in the game. I love what they've done. I love what they continue to do. And, for example, when you look at their defense from last season, they weren't bad, right? Number 3 in yards allowed per rush, number 12 in rushing touchdowns per game allowed, number 6 in rush yards allowed per game. This defense was really, really good outside of the fact of when Kirk Cousins was injured. They really couldn't move the ball offensively, giving their defense or putting their defense out in so many more opportunities, more situations, and they weren't well rested. So obviously, if they can come out here and maybe potentially, like I said, get JJ McCarthy, maybe have him learn a little bit behind Sam Darnold and then take over the reins, that could be huge for this team going forward. But overall, I like the addition of Jihad Ward. Not an X factor, not a game changer per se, but is someone who will be an immediate help off the edge with some depth, right? Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, if you guys get this video up to, 300 likes, I don't know what I said before, but whatever. Comment down below, JJ McCarthy, if you want to see that video drop. With that being said, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.